What's up, humanity? It's J-Dub here with another great episode of Clogging Up the Airways. I've got an awesome guest on this week, Jessica Oyer, Instagram model, roller derby, like superstar, local KC girl. She's also a ring girl. She also works in the construction industry. She's like Superwoman herself. Without further ado, let's introduce Jessica Oyer. What's up, Jessica? How you doing?
Hey, how are you doing, JW?
Hey, doing good. Trying to stay out of this terrible weather that we've been experiencing in the Midwest for the last week.
Yeah, it's been really hard. Try to stay warm.
It definitely has. So this week, with the weather and everything else, it's been a rough one on myself for work. Now, before I get into all your cool stuff you do, let's just start off with what's going on. Like, so you're a construction worker. I know what it's like to be a construction worker. I've been a construction worker pretty much my whole life. What's it like for a woman as a construction worker? There's your
It's hard sometimes. I show up at the job site sometimes and they're like, who are you? What are you supposed to be cleaning or something? I'm like, no, I'm here to do the drywall. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. I'm about to turn 23 now. And I've been doing it a long time. I've been on the construction jobs with all the guys, been hearing all the guy talk, I've been there.
Oh boy. Yeah,
So when girls hear guys talk all crazy, I'm like, oh, I've heard all that before.
Yeah, your ears are for sure. Yeah, it's for sure. And then like you do the ring girl stuff too. That's where I actually met you for the fights at Harris Casino for Ben Nojeris. I actually didn't put two and two together. I don't follow very many Instagram models. You're one of them. I have, I think maybe 3 or 4 that I follow. Honestly, like I didn't put two and two together until like somebody said your name one day, and I was like, "What is that?" Okay, so anyway, that was kind of a what an idiot moment, but
it's okay.
So like the ring girl thing is cool too. Your Instagram model, like now you've got a lot of followers. You're pretty popular for for a local girl, in my opinion. Like I don't know, I don't have a whole bunch of Instagram models that I follow, but the ones I do, you're definitely at the top for followers and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm pretty big for Kansas City girl, but yeah, I kind of went really big after I shot Playboy here 2 years ago. I was really excited. I'm glad that they invited me out to Florida to do it, and I was really honored too. It was my first kind of like big breakthrough of my modeling career and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Huh?
You're a Playboy. You're in Playboy. So
yeah,
I definitely feel like I'm not informed now. So, hold on a second, Jessica. I'm going to share this on my page real quick. Just like tell us about that experience. What was that photo shoot like?
It was scary, and I didn't know, it was my first experience shooting nude content and stuff, but it was definitely fun. And afterwards, I felt like after I saw the pictures, I was like, I would felt very empowered, and I encourage, girls, not just to do, nude, just to model, because what, how it made me feel inside and how I felt, just, it just gave me so much confidence in what I needed for in my life at that time.
How it made me feel. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I got you echoing on here. That is awesome. I'm so listening. I'm trying to share it so we can get some viewers on here and start getting some interaction. That is cool. Without a doubt. I'm going to respond to that in just 1 second.
Yeah,
okay, you can, if you want to share it also, it'll be on my page in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, and actually, I came out with my own calendar, and I have my own Valentine's issue out now. It was from you can go on was it MagCloud and purchase it from 504 Dimes magazine. It'll you just 504 Dimes magazine, Jessica Oyer.
Okay, guys,
And
I'm gonna put her Instagram address in the chat, and so I'm gonna in the comments I'm putting her Instagram address. Also, spell that out for me, and I'll put that so that the guys can check out your calendar.
yeah, for sure, I would love that. Yeah, I was really happy when I made the calendar come by.
How do they
It
go
all
to
came
how do they
together.
find your calendar? Sorry to interrupt
Um,
you.
oh, MagCloud.
Mad Cloud.
MAG Cloud.
Mag Cloud.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it would be under a 504 Dimes, DYMES.
504 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mag Cloud under 504 dimes. Got it.
Yes.
It's in the comments, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, to continue, that is awesome. So where did they fly you somewhere? Where did you go to shoot? Where was the shoot at?
In Louisiana. It was really nice when I went and shot for it because everyone was freezing here and I was in Louisiana and it was all nice and warm down there. But now it's actually pretty bad down there now. But
What part
it
of
was nice.
Louisiana? What part of Louisiana was it?
I was in Baton Rouge.
Oh, nice.
Hmm. Yeah, but a lot of my family lives down there too. I love the Cajun food. I like to go down there for the crawfish bowls.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's insane down there. It's outrageously good. Yeah. That's cool. So how did you come across a Playboy? So obviously you're an awesome Instagram model. Did they approach you with it, or did you like try
Yeah.
out? Or
Yeah, at the beginning, I felt like I was like, actually, a lot of people were being down on me. They were like, "Why would they pick you?" And I just kept putting it out there. I'm like, I want this, and if I want it, I'm gonna work hard enough for it, and it's gonna come to me if I do. And I kept, going out on the internet, contacting people, making friends with all the contacts that I could. And, one day, a bunch of people just started hitting me up out of the blue. They wanted to fly me to Florida. They wanted to do this. I have so many other places I could go to right now, but because of COVID, I really can't, but
that's super, that's super awesome. Like, so I've watched, or I've like watched you got videos on Instagram. Your pictures are phenomenal. So like, there's just redheads are like, I mean, super gorgeous, but like, it seems like redheads are there's fewer of you guys out there. So like, it's like when you see a beautiful redhead, it's not like unordinary or anything. It's not what I mean, but like I just they're harder to find. They're harder to find.
yes.
Yep. So that I think is definitely a good appeal. You probably have to some of the higher paying jobs like that. That's cool. So your Instagram model, like who does your photography? Do you do that?
I have a bunch of people, shoot me just like 504 Dimes, who shot me in Playboy was Perfectly Flawless. Um, and I have, I know everybody here in Kansas City. If I'm like, if you want to shoot with someone good, I'm like, I know who to shoot with,
Yeah,
so
your pictures look phenomenal. Like it's obviously a professional of next levels. Yeah.
yeah. Like I even go out, there's a guy, he's phenomenal. I mean, he's out in Michigan and I love going out to see him all the time.
That's
So
cool. That's cool.
anytime I can, I will.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I haven't talked to Ben for a while. Have you when or if you're gonna have casino fights soon again?
I don't know, but I'm aching for a fight. Like I just need to see some guys or girls punching each other.
March 5th. there's a show in Kansas City at the Cable Dahmer Arena. It's yeah, it's I fought on it last. I fought on that show a couple of times. This will be their sixth show, or yeah, I think it's sixth or seventh show. Anyway, I do I do a lot of graphics work for them and whatnot. Joe Wooster. It used to be KCFA. I fought for Joe Wooster like 13 times. Anyway,
yeah, I've seen you a bunch of times. I've been I've been going to fights for so long, and then I realized, I was like, why am I not ring girling? Like, I can watch the fights and make money and get a sit front row. I mean, what's like, that's the best.
absolutely. Yeah, you get the best seat in the house for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, why haven't I been doing this forever? So cool.
So the roller derby stuff. That's that actually I actually met you a long time ago when you guys were doing that, and I didn't realize I met you at a restaurant downtown Kansas City, Missouri at Homesteaders. I was there, and you guys came in, and you guys all had the not uniforms, but it might have been uniforms, but it was like the shirts on, and I was like, I don't know. My daughter was super interested. She is an athlete too. I wouldn't put it past her to try roller derby sometime, but anyway, I've got a picture of you from like 5 years ago that I didn't even know.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys took a picture with my daughter. You guys are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think she should probably try it. We have it. You can start at 8 to 18. That's our junior roller warriors, and then our adult league. So.
Do you guys still do your shows at Memorial Hall?
Yes, we do. Yeah, and it's so much fun because we have a bar there and food, and we have a kids table, and we always try to bring some kind of performance to the halftime show, and then also half of our proceeds go to a charity that we've picked.
So where can somebody, if they wanted to come to one of your shows, how would they go about it?
Well, you would want to go to our Facebook page, Kansas City Roller Warriors, and then follow them, and then you can get the updates.
KC Roller Warriors.
Yeah, or the internet. You could go internet, or
is it Kansas City or is it KC Roller Warriors?
I think just KC. Yeah, just KC.
I'm gonna put it in the comments for you guys. So if you guys want to jump on that KC Roller,
it's a really good show. You see women flying from room to room because someone got hit really hard, and we always have, it's kind of hard to explain, but we have girls walking around the arena able to answer any questions if someone's confused about it.
How often do you guys play?
Well, on our home team, we play 7 games per season, and about a 3-month span. But then if you want to be even a bigger athlete, I'm on also the travel team, and that's almost all year round. We travel about 5 or 6 places, going to Texas, Colorado, and even going up against close rivals of ours in Kansas City and stuff like that, so
what has COVID done to the roller derby?
We haven't been able to play it all because it's such a contact sport. I mean, everyone's like right up on top of each other the whole time, and I've heard of some teams have started back up, but it's no contact. But if it's not contact for me, I'm not really gonna
yeah
I'm in it for the contact. I'm in it to hit people.
Yeah, I don't know what Kansas regulations are with any kind of sporting events right now. I actually tried calling Memorial Hall today to kind of see if I could get a feeler for what their regulations were as far as like having a crowd for a live sporting event, and there's no answer. I called 3 times and no answer machine. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm looking for a venue to throw another MMA show. We need some smaller shows around here so that we can get some of the amateur guys fights because the one on the 12th is UFC Fight Pass. And, like they're so pro heavy, it's almost all pros. I think he does 7 pros and 5 amateur fights on those.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all basically professional fighters, and I know because like I'm coming to the end of a professional fighting career, and I'm probably one of the better ticket sellers in the area, and like I'm sitting in line right now. Just it's a 6-month wait just to get on that show, and I know that like for a professional, and I know like at my age, man, 6 months is a long time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little. I've been having to work out and keep myself up, but there's nothing better working out than roller derby. I can sit there and run on a treadmill for all day, but there's nothing like getting hit and then all the girls, standing on top of you, being like, "Get back up, I dare you." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
So
competitiveness.
oh yeah. So I feel like when I go back, I'm definitely gonna need a couple months to probably get my butt handed to me, and then I'll be back in cardio because it's funny. It's like you don't do cardio repetitive every day, you lose it really easy.
It goes quick.
Oh yeah.
It also though, I mean, like one thing that I noticed, like once you kind of with my body anyway, like things that are I've hit my 40s now, so like the things that I really like, some things hurt, dude. Yeah, some things are just like, oh my goodness, my joints, because I battered my body. I've been fighting for 26 years. I've got 59 fights, so like my body is battered.
Oh yeah.
But like it doesn't hurt. The things that I have completely trained to do don't hurt. Like fighting. When I go to the gym, I mean, I went after taking quite a significant layoff. I went back to the gym last Saturday, and I mean, I worked out for 2 hours, and like, man, I felt great. I wasn't sore. I thought I was just going to be ripped up, and anyway, so I assume that's probably for a younger person like yourself. I'm sure you'll bounce right back into it, and you'll be knocking girls out quick.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, but before I even did roller derby, I did cheerleading for 12 years, and my mom was always like, Jesse, you maybe not want to do that, you're going to be hurting later on in life. And I was like, Mom, I could die tomorrow. I'm not going to not do my cheerleading like I love to do. And then after 2 tears in the knees, and you're like, wow, I'm already hurting at 20,
Well,
at
yeah, I mean, I
22.
heard the same thing. I've been hearing the same thing just as far as like just being my age and still fighting, and like I don't know, I just tell everybody like mind your own business, but
Yeah.
I get it. Like I'm sure I'm gonna pay for it when I'm older, but like you said, tomorrow's promised to no one. So
hmm Yeah, I know the one that really hurt is I tore my bicep muscle. I was like I took a 6-month class of pole dancing, and it was a lot of fun. But I think my little bicep was like, Jessica, you're too heavy, so it just decided to rip on me.
no, that's a good workout.
But
Like
that was funny. I got the most ripped. I've been in cheerleading for 12 years. I did roller derby. I've always been in the gym, and I've never gotten to get myself very ripped. And that was the best workout I think I've ever done. And it was only an hour long, but your core and your arms just get ripped.
yeah, it's all core muscles because like you're climbing the pole.
Well, yeah, I weigh a good 150 pounds. I'm putting that up on a pole and
Yeah,
staying up there. It's like, yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So yeah, it was fun.
So so what else? What else are your interests? Like I guess I should have asked you this earlier, but like I don't know. Is there anything else that you're interested in? Like I mean pretty much you've you're like me. You sound a lot like me. You've got 100 things going, and it's like that's super awesome. What else? What is it like to be Jessica when you're I don't know at home brushing your teeth?
It's a lot. I always got a lot on my plate. I got, I'm an animal lover. I mean, at the end of the goal, I mean, I would really just like to have like an animal rescue because I just love all animals. But
That's
um
awesome.
because right now I have 4 cats and 2 dogs. A little too many, but you gotta love them.
Are you the lady?
Yeah, kind of right now. I just keep so at the apartment complex that I work at, they always have these like feral cats, and I'll find little kittens in these little storage drains, and I'll be like, I gotta get them, I can't help myself. I have to grab these cats, so I'll get rid of some of them, and I'll be like, well, this one's really cute. I want this one. So that's how I've accumulated so many cats. But also, one of the things that really interests me is like just like I do the sheetrock work. I really want to own my own sheetrock company, Red Rocks Construction, and
I like it. Red Rocks.
and then yeah, Red Rocks Construction. And then that's not even like that's the starting point. Really, I feel like Red Rocks is like very open to I also would like to have like a trucking company too, and haul rocks and debris and stuff, and call it Red Rocks Construction too. And I think that could be a second business of mine that I would be really interested in opening.
Sure. Like so you could probably if you called it like Red Rocks Enterprises or something like that, you can leave it open to kind of do whatever you want. You wouldn't
Yeah, I
be
could do a landscaping company.
yeah,
I could do a dump truck company,
you wouldn't be
sheetrock.
you wouldn't be confined to one genre, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, which I think that's something that's I'm working towards, just working with my grandpa and stuff. So that's something. And then also I'm a gymnastics coach after 5 years. I've been doing that. I teach ages 5 through 18. I've been a cheerleading coach too. It's
Where do
really
you do that? Where do you do
Edge
the
Gymnastics in
I'm sorry,
Riverside. Edge Gymnastics in Riverside.
cool. Edge
Yeah,
Gymnastics.
yeah. Why I think sports is so, important to kids. I mean, I just think about my coach of what an impact she made on my life and how she made me grow as a person and fight for things and be strong. And when I was crying, she said, "Get up," you know what I mean, and fight,
That's
and she showed me
yeah,
a
that's
lot
a
about
huge
courage. Yeah, and
100.
don't be scared. And now when I get to do that to children and be there for that awesome moment when they landed their first backflip and their faces just lights up, and I know that I got to be a part of that, and they're never going to forget that because I'm doing the same thing that my coach did for me.
It's super cool because
I'm
like
actually about to cry about it because it's pretty emotional for me.
it's totally awesome. Like I know exactly what you're saying because yeah, especially when you're trying something very tough and you
Yeah.
fail a whole bunch of times and you keep trying and it hurts and you know what, you get determined. And then when you finally get it and you had somebody encouraging you and pushing you and you realize that is the your coach supported you while being tough at you on you at the same time. Like yeah, it's super cool. I'm with you.
Yeah, I bet you did that. I mean, you probably trained, people, and then they go in the ring and they win. You know what I mean?
It's super cool. I trained a female fighter. I trained her from scratch, and she won her first 2 fights, and it was her second fight was versus somebody that was experienced, and she was
Mhm.
nervous, and she was like on fight week she bursted into tears, and she was like, the process of breaking someone down and then building them back up for a fight was absolutely unbelievably satisfying to watch her go out. And I mean, she went out and absolutely annihilated this girl. I mean, like just beat her in every aspect. It was so cool to watch. Yeah, I definitely got. It was almost as fun as winning a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was.
it's like you're doing it all over again. You're kind of slightly living through them again. You're like, yeah, that was me back in the day.
Rich Linden says, I'm doing the NAIA Regional Cheer and Dance Championship next week. So this is my guy Rich. He was my, or he still is my. He was the producer of my show, my UCL show. He was the entertainment director and producer of my show. He was He's awesome. He's awesome. He does all the UMKC games. Like he's doing the cheer competition stuff. Really cool guy. Yeah, I did a podcast with him not too long ago. He's got his own podcast. He's big in KC. He's really cool. Thanks for the comment, Rich.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, you need to train me. I need to get into some MMA.
I'm in. Like it's fun. It's a super. I mean, like it's to me the best way to keep in shape. I mean, I've my last Bellator fight was a last February, so about a year ago. And there's Rich, my guy, man.
Yeah. Well, I did judo for pretty good long time, like a year and a half or so, and I loved it. It just I think I was doing cheer, roller derby, and judo all at the same time, and I was like, and I just fell in love with roller derby, but I love judo very much. And I actually got to it was awesome that Julian Marquez won his fight because I was like, yeah I did judo with him.
I've sparred with him, trained with him a little bit. He's a
sweetheart.
Yeah, super humble guy. I think it's super cool that Miley Cyrus gave a shout out to him. Like he's overcome a lot of adversity. Julian has.
I know.
He had a back an injury. Wasn't sure if he was able to fight again. He came back to. He started training at Glory and Lisa, and then he pops in every now and again at Northland where I go with Zach coming. He's got so Rich is still interacting with us. I have a huge roller derby event I'm bringing to Kansas City when we get back to normal. Hey, when is that going to be, Rich? We want to get back to normal too. Man, we should bring you on, Rich. What are you doing, man? You want to come on for a couple of minutes? We still got some time. I'm gonna send him an invite. You want to meet Rich?
Of course.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Rich, I'm gonna send you a link on Facebook. Give me a second, Jessica.
Okay.
And I'll send Rich a link. He can join us. Any minute now. See if I can do it on my phone. It's like my computer's not liking all this extra. There we go. Okay, so Rich.
Yeah, you can actually do all this stuff. I'm glad you just sent me the link and I had to click on because I can. I'm not good at anything on the phones and stuff.
So normally I have a green screen back, and I would have I should have grabbed I think I still got your guys' logo. I should have grabbed your logo for the derby stuff. I try to usually put some stuff in the background. With Rich, I sent you a link, man. Click it, man. Come on, if you feel like it. You don't have to. It's not mandatory, but it kind of is.
You have to.
Yeah. Anyway,
say hi.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of building a studio and stuff. So another thing too, we're going live right now, but this podcast will air on Spotify. And it won't air this Friday, but it'll air next Friday at 3:00. I'll share it with all the people on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for wanting to talk to me, and I feel really cool about it. I'm really honored. I was like, oh, me?
I was trying to think of cool guests. And I've done so many UFC fighters. I wanted to get somebody that wasn't a fighter. I do also a whole lot of small business owners and community leaders. But that one is kind of a separate one from the one that goes on Spotify, and that's MMA Futures and Anchor FM. They support. So that one, this one. So you will be on that one because you are kind of MMA related. It's just a conversation anyway. Joe Rogan always likes to talk about UFOs. I love talking about that too. That's always fun. But I never find anybody that's interested in it. They think it's hogwash. And I like listening to him talk to some of the experts. I can't never get anybody on there that's like
Have
on here.
you
What's
have
that?
you heard have you heard about them shows where, just like these people, like they usually get like lost in these natural wild parks and stuff, and when they find them, like there's no like tracks around them, and they're usually like naked, and well, I'm just saying, like they're usually like just sat there, and like nobody can tell anybody why they got there. There's no tracks.
Oh, so
You
they
know,
they
like
just
like they're barefooted, but they don't have no dirt on their feet. It's like, how does someone not have any dirt on them when they're in the middle of the wild? Just like you're talking about the UFO things. It's kind of
yes,
weird.
like so Rogan had Travis Walton on there. Travis
No,
was have you seen that movie Fire in the Sky?
no,
How old
but
are you?
I know. You said how old am I?
Yeah, how old are you?
22.
Okay, so yeah, there's no way you would have heard of this movie. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's not a super old movie, but it's I guess it would be for a 22-year-old. Anyway, this is a story about Travis Walton. This is a true story. Travis Walton was he disappeared for 5 days. He was a logger up in he was a lumberjack logger, whatever you want to call him, in Arizona, New Mexico. I think it was. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. It was, Snowflake was the name of the town. This is all true. The guy disappeared for 5 days, and like they were like so his crew and himself were in a truck. They were driving home from work. It was after dark, and they were up on this mountain road. They approached this clearing in the trees, and there was they explained it as it looked like a fire in the sky, hence the name of the movie. It looked like the guy was trying to explain it to the sheriff in the beginning of the movie. It's really an interesting movie. You'd probably like it. But
Mhm.
they came into this clearing, and he said it looked like a big fire in the sky. Anyway, they pulled up on a UFO that was sitting there. This is the story that all of them, have passed lie detector tests, and they've all collaborated the same exact story. And the guy Travis gets out of the truck because they stop when they see it because they're like all tripping. There's Rich. Rich is here. So let me finish my story real quick. Rich is listening. So Travis gets out of the truck like an idiot. And anyway, this thing, like, I don't know what happened. He goes on Rogan. It's only been like a month or two ago that he went on Rogan. This is a fairly recent podcast that Joe Rogan did with him. He gets nailed by some, I don't know, interview or something. Anyway, these dudes freak out and take off. And they drive a couple miles up the road. And they're like, oh shit, we left our buddy. So they turn around and go back and get him. And his ass is gone. The UFO's gone. Nothing. This dude goes missing for 5 days. Dude, the sheriff get ready to charge these dudes with murder. And like all of a sudden he appears in this town that's nearby where he disappeared at. And like he's like got no clothes on and he's like freaking out and he doesn't remember anything. Anyway, it's a pretty interesting podcast. He kind of tells the story of what he saw and what happened after some time. It kind of came back to him. But anyway, it's super interesting. Watch the Travis Walton, Joe
Travis.
Rogan experience, yeah, and then watch Fire in the Sky because that's the movie that's super cool.
Okay.
We're gonna
Yeah, I think that's stuff's definitely like interesting. Like it makes me, I'm like, yeah, never want to go camping deep down in the woods.
yeah,
Bigfoot, UFO, Yeti might get me. I'm not for sure.
My guy Rich, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Hi.
This is my program director, my entertainment director, and also does all kinds of live entertainment events. This is his job. This is his career. What's up, buddy?
Just trying to get back to normal, man. That's
Yeah.
it.
When is the question?
Honestly, all my contracts have come back. So I'm going to be in Vegas for 2 weeks doing March Madness. And then I'll fly back to Kansas City to do the NAI basketball championship. Like I told Jessica, I'm doing the regional cheer and dance next weekend. So we have cheer one day, dance the next.
That is so cool. I'm glad because I know
there's a total difference between a cheerleader and a dancer. Total. Like they could just walk in street clothes, and I could be like, "Your cheer, your cheer, your cheer. Oh, your dance, your dance." Totally.
Oh, because so like dancers are very like composed and like, and then cheerleaders are like, oh my god, we gotta go, we're gonna do
Yes.
it.
But there's a lot of drama with dancers too. A lot of drama with dancers. So.
Oh, you mean the dance moms?
The dance moms are fun. Dance moms are fun. Yes.
I coach some of the dance moms, and they're like they sometimes maybe make their kids cry. You know, they're like, no, she needs it today, and I'm like, she's crying, and I'm like, throw it to your face, don't care. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I coached Pee Wee League basketball, and like we had to remove the parents. Most of the time, the parents were the ones that we had to like. You know, they got kicked out of games.
Yeah, they're fist fighting in the back room or whatever.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, no, I've been there, done that, and still have to live with it from being a gymnastics coach. So,
rock on.
But yeah, that sounds like so much fun. I'm jelly. Las Vegas will be a great time.
Yeah, so Vegas is opening up. So I've got the College Baseball World Series. I've got that contract back.
Yeah,
but I have a huge Jessica. Well, I'll have to connect with you later off his show, or the three of us can. But I have a huge event.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell anybody about it yet because we got lock and loaded, and I honestly don't want anybody to steal it. But it is a huge roller derby event coming to Kansas City. So,
okay, I'm excited. I'm down for sure.
It's amazing. I'm bringing it up from New Orleans. It's a huge event that happened in New Orleans. I love roller derby. I have friends that are on teams and compete, and I'm like, I have to bring this event to Kansas City. So we were already in the process of it, and then COVID hit, and it's like we can't. You know, back a year ago we couldn't do it. We're like, got to pull the plug. We can't have it. I can't have teams from all over the nation coming in for a 3-day crazy tournament / party. So.
Oh yeah, I know. I've played roller derby. Oh, what'd you say?
Oh well, I was just gonna tell Rich. Like, so I was talking to Jessica about. So we're looking for a venue to do maybe possibly an all amateur, maybe a couple of pros on there. Show again for UCL. With I don't want to say too much, but we need a venue. We need a venue, and we need a county that's willing to let us sell some tickets. But I'm actively looking right now to produce the next show, and you know, of course, you're my guy, Rich. So
yeah, we'll do.
Yep. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Jessica. What were you going to say?
Poof, gone.
Yeah.
I know. I wish Memorial Hall would have called you back. I feel like
I'm going to keep trying down him. I've talked to that guy before about it. He obviously this is pre-COVID. We were going to do a show in there. We were throwing around the idea when I did the Lawrence shows. I ended up going to Lawrence instead of KCK. And mostly it was because Lawrence is super easy to work with. That town is
great. I love that venue too, by the way.
Yeah, that venue's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let's try a show in October.
Well, it was a little chilly, but
it was, man. The weather always fucks me.
Right.
The venue is cool though. It is a cool venue, man. We can fit 10,000 people there, but it's still the indoor outdoor kind of
right.
Memorial Hall's super cool though. It's always I went to rock concerts there when I was a kid. Everything else, man, I would love to do a show. Just
I've ring announced the Golden Gloves at Memorial Hall.
Yeah, I would love to do a show at Memorial Hall just for sentimental reasons.
So,
I don't know how many times I've been in the mosh pit right down in the front of the stage and always just, been, staring at the stage just with, stars in my eyes, super fanboying out.
Hey, true story. This is years ago when I was producing for a radio station. I had a big client. So there was Cypress Hill was coming to town, Memorial Hall.
Yes.
I had a big client of mine, and he said, "Rich, my son loves this Cypress Hill. Can you get me tickets?" Dude, what? Of course I can get you tickets. I can get tickets to anything. I got this. I went to get free tickets, and the mayor of Kansas City and KCK had literally gotten all the comp tickets.
Yeah.
There were none. Zero. I promised my client this for his son. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. And I just happened to be on the phone like the day before the concert with a buddy of mine who's a producer in LA. And he's like, Rich, what are you doing? He goes, I'm sitting with the Cypress Hills manager. He's in my office right now. I go, what? He's like, yeah, I will get you. But he says, here's the deal. We'll get passes. We'll get you in the concert. But you have to go. We don't know who this kid is, your client's son and his girlfriend. We don't know. So you have to go. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. I don't want to babysit these two kids, but whatever. Yeah. I pick them up. We grab dinner. They are so hyped. They start firing up a fatty in my car. I'm like, oh, dude, what? And I still literally don't know if we're going to get in. We might go to Memorial Hall and there's like, never heard of you. And so I'm stressed. I get there and they gave us all access passes. We had the green room, their trailer, backstage, on stage, entire concert. Wow. 311 and Cypress Hill, far side. So the son, he's just like over the moon. His girlfriend, she's crazy about it, and she was dressed hot. So afterwards, the band, well, I'll explain why in a second. The band tells us, do you want an after party with us? We're like, oh my God. So yes, they liked her a lot. And they said, hey girl, do you want to stay in the van and hit the road with us and just work going on? She said yes. So I had to take my client's son home without his girlfriend.
Oh no.
Who stayed as a groupie with the band.
Oh man.
I was awkward. I'm like,
you'll be having
I was like, hey, I'm like, hey man, that was a nice show, right? I mean, what do I tell this kid? He knows his girlfriend's getting banged right now by the whole band. And I thought I'd lost my client. I'm like, oh, my client's mad. He thanked me. He said, anything you need? He said, my son's girlfriend is a stripper. I hated her guts. She just used him for his money. I didn't like her anyway, so it's perfect. And like the next week, Cypress Hill's manager calls and goes, bro, you hooked them up and whatever you want, Cypress Hill is in. They said you like hooked them up with some chick that took care of them. So
wow.
So they literally came in town and did a free concert for me just because I pimped out this chick. But wow, yeah, Memorial Hall, baby.
He's got a ton of these cool stories.
That is crazy.
I do need to reel us in, man. I do need to reel us in. We're about 15 minutes over. Hey, Rich, thanks for coming on, man. Hey, get with me, man. We'll talk business later for sure. Yeah, buddy, we'll holler at you. All right. Anyway, Jessica, we got to reel it in a little bit. Is there any shout outs you want to give before we end this? And now's the time if you want to give any shout outs.
Well, yeah, just come see me at Kansas City Roller Warriors when we're back up and going, and yeah, I'm Pebbles. That's my roller derby name, and I'm on the teal team, the Knockouts. And if you need any sheetrock work, let me know.
Yeah, I've got her all of that stuff posted in the comments, guys. I got her. If you're interested in her Instagram modeling.
And I have one more thing if anyone does have Netflix, I want them to be looking out for a show called Battle of the Strut. I was in 2 of the episodes. It's all about runway modeling and what models go through. They all interviewed us and showed all the cameras were out and they watched us all walk and everything, and even the second one I actually won the whole thing, so you get to see all that on Netflix. So
what is it called?
Called Battle of the Strut. It's not out on Netflix yet, but it will be, so definitely be looking out for it because I think it's going to be a series.
R-U-T?
S-T-R-U-T.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, Battle of the Strut, guys. It's in the comments.
Yes.
On Netflix. Okay, super. Any more shout outs?
I know I'm pretty good for right now, but thank you for letting me, come out and talk to you, and I'm really happy that you.
Yeah, we can do it again. We can make you a regular guest.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
We'll talk more about the UFO stuff.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Without further ado, Jessica Oyer, guys. If you need any information on her, you can have instant message me. I can help you find anything that she's got going on. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mwah. Bye.
All right. That was Jessica Oyer, guys. Again, if you need anything information wise on her, just shoot me a message. I can help you out. I can direct you to her. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. Peace out.